All right. So moving on to ألف المد. كتاب هذا كتاب. ياء المد. سرير هذا سرير. والواو واو المد. سور هذا سور. All right. And so when it comes to recognizing these words without the harakat, without the fatha, dhamma, and kasra, one of the easiest ways for you to pick it out is by where the med is, right? So the way that you'll identify the difference between kitab and kutub, it's plural, would be that alif al-med. So right here we have tadrib, isma' wa raddid, meaning listen and repeat. So if possible, I'd like to get everyone on their microphones. How do I? Yeah. So after I say it, then you guys will repeat. Bait.
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 بيت
هذا بيت.
هذا بيت.
بنت.
بنت
هذه بنت. مشت. هذا مشت.
هذا
شمس.
شمس.
هذه شمس.
هذه شمس.
كتاب.
كتاب.
هذا كتاب.
كتاب.
سرير.
سرير.
هذا سرير.
سرير.
سور. هذا سور.
هذا سور.
So, well, someone has some feedback on their microphone. All right. So who can answer what this is? Anyone? But there's no text right there.
a bed
What about in Arabic? ما هذا؟
سرير.
هذا سرير. نعم. وما هذا؟
كتاب
هذا كتاب.
ما هذه؟
هذه شمس. هذه شمس.
Yes. هذه, because shams is feminine. This is what is known as a mu'annath al-majazi. So it's not actually feminine either by its reality or by the form of the word. So it just is feminine. It's one of the few words in Arabic that functions that way.
Well, I have a question.
Yes.
So you say هذا something if it's male and then هذه if it's female?
Yes. ما هذا؟
هذا
ما هذه؟
هذه بيت.
هذه بنت.
بنت.
هذه بنت وليس بيت. ما هذا؟
هذا بيت.
Yeah. So bait, right here they show kind of a picture of an apartment, which generally we would refer to as shaqqa. Shaqqa with a ta marbuta at the end. But a bait is anywhere that you live. وما هذا؟
هذا سرير.
وما هذا؟
هذا سور.
So someone has some feedback on their microphone. If you'd be able to use a headphone so it doesn't do the whistling thing.
Stop! Okay. Stop.
All right. So sur. Do you guys know what sur means?
Is it a fence? Okay,
It is a fence.
Okay.
Fence. Yeah. And so in a more kind of general meaning, it's a type of divider. which is why in the Quran we refer to them as surahs, right, with the ta marbuta, because it's divisions within the Quran. So I'm trying to admit someone. Alrighty, so moving on to the second part. How do I close this? There we go. All right. الوحدة الثانية, right? So الأصوات الصحيحة, and we'll be going over the sounds of the letters ba, mim, fa, and waw. All right, and so I'm sure that we all know how to read Arabic. I'm sure that we know the sounds that they make. That's not so much the point. The point of these is to start to develop vocabulary. So once we move into the stories and things like that, we're not completely lost only knowing Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam. All right, so the first goal here is أصوات الصحيحة ba, mim, fa, waw. The second goal, هل هذا or هل هذه. So we're going to start learning the هل هذا sentence structure. And ثالث, or the third one, ما هذا وما هذه. تمام?
Yes.
تمام. All right.
Good.
So right here we have بيت. هل هذا بيت؟ نعم هذا بيت. Next one, Yusuf.
The next row.
No, yeah, right here. If you
Okay.
can you see my mouse when I do this?
Yeah, I
Okay.
can. So حبل, right?
Yep.
هل هذا حبل؟ نعم هذا حبل.
So when studying spoken Arabic or any Arabic outside of the Quran, which includes hadith and whatnot, we wouldn't use a qalqala on the ba. So we would just say habl. Another thing is with ghunnas, you're doing izhar, doing idgham, and all this. We don't do that in spoken Arabic. That was something actually specific to the Quran.
Mm-hmm.
But good. Next, how do I see a list of people on here?
Yes.
All right, Deepa. Next one.
You hear me?
Now I can hear you.
Okay. The third row.
Yeah.
مكتب. هل هذا مكتب؟ نعم. هذا مكتب.
نعم, it is a maktab. No. So نعم هذا مكتب. So a maktab is
A desk.
correct. And habl?
Rope.
Yes. So we know from the Quran, وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا. So hold on to the rope of Allah altogether. Fourth row, Nia.
Fourth row.
This one right here.
كتاب هذا كتاب نعم هذا كتاب.
Let's try the middle one again.
Oh, هل هذا كتاب. My bad.
نعم هذا كتاب. Good. مبشر.
Banana bread. Oh my god.
فيل. هل هذا فيل؟ نعم هذا فيل.
Good. Let's see who else is on here. Afif. Are you able to use a... All right, tamam. Right here.
Wait, which one?
Right here. The second row on the second page.
Is it Safina?
Yep.
هل حديثه سفينة؟ نعم هذه سفينة.
Correct. Let me zoom in a bit. I'm sure it might be. Is that better?
Yeah.
Now somebody must be on phones or something. So
Yeah.
why is it that we say هذه سفينة?
It's feminine.
Why is there anything that shows us that it's feminine?
Around that.
Yes.
مربوطة.
تاء المربوطة. مربوطة. Or we could also know this as تاء المؤنث, in this meaning the feminine ta. All right, next. Isna.
Anf. Is it anf or anf?
Anf.
Anf. So it's not ang.
No. Just anf.
Okay. Anf. هل هذا أنف؟ نعم هذا أنف.
Let's see what else is here.
So no ang. It's anf. Yeah.
Yeah, anf. Is Ibrahim there?
It's not in
No.
there.
Oh, should we take him? Why don't you call him? Call him.
I mean, you can. If he's busy playing RuneScape or something, don't bother him. So,
Definitely not busy.
all right, who wants to go for this one?
Yeah.
Sita, go.
ظرف. هل هذا ظرف؟ نعم هذا ظرف.
ظرف. So this word, it means an envelope, right? An envelope or a letter, the actual physical letter thing. But this word is important later on because it will refer to specific I don't know what it is in English, but it refers to a place or a time for doing something. For example, maktab refers to the place of writing, right? So it's known as a dharf al-makan. So it encompasses the place something happens.
Question.
Yes.
What page are you on?
Well, that's an interesting echo. I'm on page 8.
It's your time. Okay.
Got the mean at the beginning?
Yeah, the main. I mean, like, okay.
All right, guys. We're here for the memes. So, what is this?
So,
I'm not that old. No. Okay.
Dorf was like, wait, so Dorf is a place
Or
That's-
time.
So, a dharf in its actual meaning refers to an envelope, right?
Okay.
But when we're referring in Nahu or in Arabic grammar, a dharf al-makan and a dharf al-zaman refers to a word that refers to a time or place of doing something.
Okay.
Like masjid is the place of sujood, so we call it a masjid. Maktab is the place of writing, so we call it maktab.
Okay.
And we'll get more into that a bit later into the book. All right, let's go, Yusuf again.
مقص.
Miqas.
هل هذا مقص؟ نعم هذا مقص.
So when we say na'am, we don't want to go up in inflection and we don't want to say na'am. Na'am.
Na'am.
It's strange, right? Because we're saying na'am. Yes. Difa?
Jamal. Do it right. Jamal.
Mm-hmm.
جمل. هل هذا جمل؟ نعم هذا جمل. جمل.
Jamal.
هذا جمل.
So when teaching, I'll be teaching with a Fusha accent, okay? So there's a difference because in Syria and the Sham region, you'll hear Jamal, Jamal. They'll make a j sound instead of a proper j sound, okay? In Egypt, they'll say Gamal. So anytime there's a jim they'll say g, right? So the proper Fusha pronunciation, as we know from the Tajweed course last year, is Jamal, Jamal, from the middle of the Hanak al-A'la. Jamal. All right. Nia.
قدم. Wait, is that a lamb?
It's connected.
قلم. هل هذا قلم?
So right here, we want to make sure that we're not adding an extension, right? Because we have a short vowel. So qalam.
قلم. هل هذا قلم؟ نعم هذا قلم.
Good. So again, with Jim, you'll find different pronunciation, and the proper pronunciation is j, j, right? With Qaf, you'll also find different pronunciations based on who you're speaking to and where they're from. Egyptians, they'll pronounce it like a hamza. So instead of saying qalam, they'll say alam. Instead of saying tariq, they'll say tariq. All right. In the Khaliji dialects, which is Yemen, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, all of those Gulf countries, they say it with a g sound. So it'll be like galam. So based on who you're speaking to, where they're from, these are some things to kind of keep in mind. You can kind of figure out where they're from and also figure out what they're trying to say. All right, next Mubashir.
قدم. هل هذه قدم؟ نعم هذه قدم.
Good.
Is there a reason you're not calling Alfita or Afif?
I called Afif last time, and I didn't realize that Alfita was in. I keep looking at the participant list. They'll be on the next page. So, does anyone have an idea why هذه قدم? Why قدم is mu'annaf? Why it's feminine?
It's a body part.
Eat.
Close, but anf was masculine.
You are right. That is true.
So what's the reason?
Oh, because there's two of them? You have two of them?
Yes, yes. Any body part that comes in twos is mu'annaf. قدم, يد.
Wait, I forgot. I learned this.
عينين, هذه عيني. أذن, right? So, or شفتين, lips, right? So anything that comes in twos. Good.
Pair of lips, bro.
Yeah. Well, you only got one lip?
Yeah. Oh my.
Yeah, it just connects. It's just like a donut. Okay.
Wait, so a lip is it?
What? Chef, I think it's chef.
Right, go on.
And then also what I would recommend is when we go over words that even if you do know them, write them down when we get to them. Okay. So by writing the words, you'll end up kind of fixing it into your brain. Arabic is a language that in English we would refer to as WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get, right? So in Arabic, basically, like more often than not, how something is written is how you pronounce it. You know, هذا is an exception, right? But everything else, if you know how to write it, you're going to know how to say it. So it helps us from making silly mistakes. So for example, if I want to say miqas for scissors, right? I'm not going to say miqas because I've written it. I know what it looks like. I know what it sounds like. All right, Afif.
Wara.
One more time.
Wara.
Warda.
Oh, sorry. Warda. هل هذه وردة.
هل هذه وردة؟
هل هذه وردة؟ نعم هذه
وردة. Right.
وردة.
And so how do we know that this is, لماذا نقول هذه? Why do we say هذه?
At the end.
Because it is feminine. And we know it's feminine because of the ta marbuta at the end. Good. Alfita.
Can you say that first for me?
ثور.
Okay. ثور. هل هذا ثور؟ نعم. هذا ثور.
So let's try that again. نعم.
نعم.
Yeah.
I
find very often with the Indonesians, when I was in Egypt 2-ish years ago, my cousin was staying with me and learning Arabic. I would find that with na'am, he would say na'am, putting an alif at the end. So we want to make sure that we read it as it's written. So a good way to remember bull, right, is thawr, Thor. Or if we're referring if we're referring in the Quran, if we look at Jabal Thawr. Jabal Thawr is the place where Musa alayhi salam was. That's in the Wadi Muqaddas. And so Jabal Thawr is where the Israelites had their idol, the cow, which actually still exists. If you guys want to go to Sinai into Wadi Muqaddas, that statue's still there. Alrighty. Isna. Whoops.
Oh. Dough.
Dalu.
Dough.
Dalu.
Dough. I'm saying.
This one's a bit tricky because we're not pronouncing the end yet. If you were pronouncing the harakat at the end, it would become dalwun, dalwan, dalwin. But we'll do it with a sukun, which is just dalu.
Dough. Does it sound right? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
هذا dough. نعم. هذا dough.
Good. Daniel. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
You want to try this one?
You did.
Alhamdulillah.
I don't really know what we're doing.
Arabic.
Can you give me like a...
So basically, we're just reading and going over it, so we can try
Arabic.
to get the what's it called? Get the meanings.
Okay. Sorry, my internet's unstable, and
no worries.
Everything's freezing for me.
Sure. We can get to you after Nia. Double or nothing.
Jar. Wait. Jaru.
Jaru.
Oh, jaru. Oh, okay. Jar. هل هذا جر؟ نعم هذا جر.
So this one's important, right? Because if we are to put an alif after the jim and make it jaru, it means neighbor. I don't want to get these two things confused. So what does this look like? Jaru.
A dog.
Puppy.
Top of the dog.
Puppy. Yes. What's dog? What's dog in Arabic?
Jaru.
Kelb. Right? والجرو ابن كلب. Yeah, no, I'm not saying, maybe I shouldn't have said ibn كلب. But what I'm talking about is literally a small, يعني a كلب صغير. That's a better way to put it. Alrighty. So, تدريبات, which means exercises. تدريب أول. تدريب أول. ما هذا? All right. So, Yusuf.
هذا.
What?
I think you're supposed to say what it is.
Oh, okay.
ما هذا.
هذا جرو.
Yes. اسمع.
هذا دو.
عفيف.
I have a check.
He's still there.
Hey. He's still there.
Oh, sorry guys. هذا
هذا or هذه.
هذه. Wait, what is rose in Arabic?
وردة.
هذه وردة.
Yes. واو راء دال تاء مربوطة. All right. ديفا.
هذا ثور.
Yes.
Can you summarize?
ها. Right. نية.
هذا قدم.
Try that again. هذا أو هذه.
It's so long.
هذه قدم.
تمام. الفتى.
Is that okay? I have a question before I do this.
Yes.
So how can you tell? Like I'm kind of slow. How can you tell if by looking at the picture if it's hada or hadihi? Doesn't it like specify to like whoever is talking or?
So
I don't know.
in Arabic, very similar to Spanish or Italian or other Romance languages, Arabic has gendered words, right? So if I'm talking about a girl, I would say هذه. If I'm talking about a boy, I would say هذا, right? When it comes to objects, in Arabic, they also have genders. And what it has to do more with is just memorization of those things. There are some things that you'll be able to recognize later on as being feminine because they follow some rules. But basically, if you don't know otherwise, if you don't know if it's male or a masculine or a feminine, then you would just use the masculine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that هذا قلم?
Yes. هذا قلم.
Okay.
Next. عفيف.
هذا sorry. هذا جمال.
Jamal.
هذا جمال.
Yeah. If we say Jamal, it's someone's name. All right. Yusuf.
هذا مقص.
Beautiful. Who can get this one?
هذا ظرف.
تمام. Let's see if I can memorize who's in the class so I don't have to keep opening the attendance thing. All right, Isna.
هذا أنت.
تمام. Nia.
هذا هذه سفينة.
Safina. Good.
سفينة.
Safina.
Oh, سفينة. Sorry.
Yep. Safina.
sorry, Safina.
All right.
Yeah.
So safina can mean any sort of boat, right? If we look at the story of Musa alayhi salam and Khidr alayhi salam, they rowed a boat, and in Surah Al-Kahf, it's referred to as safina. Alrighty, and Daniel. Ground control. All right, we'll go back to.
My bad. Wait, my bad. I have a question.
Oh, no,
My bad. I was trying to open it. I minimized it. I couldn't open it. So is there
okay.
a file I can see? Because
There is a file. Let me quickly share that again with the group.
And like for hada and hadihi, so I know it's masculine and feminine, but what do they mean? Do they mean like the or?
They mean this is.
Wait, say again.
This is. Like.
Oh, this is. Oh.
هذا كتاب.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay, cool.
هذا كوب. هذا Starbucks. That kind of thing.
Oh, okay. This is. Yeah, I see. Okay.
Now let me see if I can send the link again. Alrighty, so let's move on to the. All right. So التدريب الثاني. أجب كما في أجب كما في النموذج. So answer as is basically placed. All right, Yusuf.
هل هذا كتاب؟ نعم هذا كتاب.
Isna.
Just read. مقاس. لا هذا مكتب.
All right, Ifa.
هل هذه شمس؟
And then answer the question.
What's the noun? لا.
Yeah.
لا. هذا جبل.
هذا حبل. Very close.
حبل. Yep.
All right, I sent the book to the group. It's on my Google Drive. So inshallah, you should all be able to access it there. Alrighty. Alfita.
هل هذه قدم? Right? Am I wrong? Okay.
Yeah. You're supposed to answer if it is a qadam.
Sorry, I just.
It's okay.
Nah. That's no. How do I say no?
لا.
لا هذه Thor.
لا هذا ثور.
Okay. لا هذا ثور.
So هل هذه قدم؟ لا هذا ثور. جيد. وبعد ذلك عفيف.
هل هذا سرير؟ نعم هذا سرير.
نعم. مبشر.
هل هذه شمس؟ نعم هذه شمس.
مبشر مرة ثانية.
هل هذا قلم؟ لا هذا مست.
تمام. Nia.
هل هذا كتاب؟ أو هل هذه كتاب؟ Wait, oh my
No,
God.
read it as it is and answer the
Oh.
question.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
هل هذا كتاب؟ هل هذا بنت؟
So هل هذا كتاب? When we see this word, right, this harf, هل, this ha and the lam, this means is, right? So it's always asking the answer to a yes or a no question, right? هل هذا كتاب? And so we must say in response, نعم أو لا. So again,
Wait, say that again.
هل
Okay.
refers to a yes or no question.
هل هذا كتاب؟ لا. بنت.
هذه
Oh. هذه بنت.
So make sure we don't say the ta at the end, right?
Yeah,
Because we're just doing it with a sukun, and then eventually we'll start to add the harakat at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, Isna.
هل هذا بيت؟ نعم هذا بيت.
والثاني
Who? What?
أجب الثاني.
You want her to go again?
Yeah.
Okay. هل هذا جرو؟ لا هذا مقاس.
مقاس. تمام. تيفا.
هل هذا سرير؟ لا هذا جمل.
Good. But anything is a sarir if you're brave enough.
Oh.
Just sleep on a camel. All right, Daniel.
Okay. هل هذا سور؟ سور. It is. Oh. How would you say if it's no, but how would I?
لا هذا.
هذا لا.
No, you say لا هذا. And what is
لا هذا هذه. Wait, no, my bad. I have the book next to me, and then I'm trying to look for the word.
قلم.
قلم. لا.
اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق خلق الإنسان من علق اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم.
قلم.
الذي علم بالقلم.
لا الذي قلم.
No. So say لا هذا قلم.
لا هذا قلم.
Yeah. So لا is no. هذا means this is. قلم, a pen.
Yes, pen. Oh, I see.
It's a pen.
Pen. What's yes?
نعم.
Oh, okay.
نعم لا.
Okay, cool.
So how does that feel so far?
Good.
How's the pace? Can we go into the third lesson?
It's good. Yeah.
Okay. Do we have any questions this far?
No.
I feel like we have several people missing though. I don't know if we should continue.
we do have several people missing. However, right now it's still going through basics. Now that the book is available to everyone, inshallah, these kind of things like hel and هذا, هذه, نعم, lam, it comes up so often that even if we continue, it should be pretty easy to catch along.
I think it's just the vocab that's kind of pushing me back.
Yeah. And so make sure, I mean, because this is only about 1 hour, 2 days a week. So with the vocabulary, just make sure that you're drilling it. For some people, it helps to write flashcards. That never helped me. Some people will take sticky notes and they'll put it on things. They'll take a book and they'll write kitab, stick it on. Or they'll write هذا kitab. They'll take a pen, هذا قلم. They'll take a cup, هذا كوب. They'll take a desk, you know, they'll say هذا مكتب. They'll stick it on. That's one way that people will help to kind of internalize the words. Over time.
Daniel does it.
Yeah, that's really good to do.
I see all over the room.
No, if it works, I mean, that's what you do. Over time, right? Because my intention for this class is to make it immersion based. The problem with studying Arabic in a non-Arab country or where people aren't speaking Arabic is you don't get to think in the language, right? Everything in your head is always translation. You think the first thing you think of is, you know, computer, and then you have to think, what does computer mean? Hasub, right? As opposed to looking at something and you're like, kitab, hatif, you know, you see it and you recognize it for what it is in the language, right? And so by learning it in a way that's immersive, it will help us to pick up the vocabulary and really internalize the vocabulary. So slowly, as we move on, inshallah, you guys will be able to pick up some words within the book and things like that. What is the meaning of ajib, you know, or ijabah, meaning answer or answer to a question. All right, should we move on to wahda thalitha? And then after that, break for today?
Sure. Yes.
All right. الأول الأصوات الصحيحة للثاء والذال والضاء. Okay. And الثاني مراجعة. مراجعة means to go back over something, meaning review. That's what the word is, review. All right. So I'm going to try to go down this list in order. Computer, okay. Difa. Computer. All right.
الثور, right? And then ما هذا, هذا ثور.
Good. So right here, ما هذا, what does this mean?
What's that?
What is that?
Right?
What is this?
Oh, wait.
ما هذا.
Oh.
Right? Again, so when it comes to these words at the beginning, these are known as, the type of word is a harf, right? These will vary based on different dialects of Arabic. Everyone is going to understand you if you say ma hada. You're going to understand it in the Quran when it says ma, right? What is, or, you know, there's, I think, over 7 different meanings of the word ma. And so being able to identify when it's each one of those will help you to understand more. Alrighty. Nia.
تمثال. ما هذا؟
Again?
تمثال. ما هذا؟ ما هذا تمثال.
Yeah. So timthal. Timthal.
Is that hair?
No. It's
Statue?
huh?
Statue?
Crying child.
Statue. Correct.
Oh.
Right. So maybe we've heard the difference between timthal. Maybe we've heard timthal, and we've heard asnam or sanam. Okay, so if we're listening to kind of the stories of the prophets and things like that, we will hear timthal and we'll hear sanam or asnam, the asnam that Ibrahim alayhi salam broke. So what's the difference between timthal and asnam or sanam? Right. Interesting thing to think about.
Oh, by the way, Ibrahim is here.
Yay!
Okay.
Guys.
Assalamu
So,
All right, Ibrahim, why don't you go? Let's just jump right into it, guys. Why don't you read this one?
Handwriting's so bad.
Wait, who's reading it?
You'll
Who?
find over time that your handwriting will get better. I think one of the days of class I'll take to go over handwriting and improving handwriting, as well as proper form for writing.
Oh, nice.
All right, Ibrahim.
You read it.
oh, مثلث. ما هذا؟ هذا مثلث.
مثلث. مثلث.
مثلث.
Not laf. مثلث.
مثلث.
Don't like
We'll get there. مثلث.
Mukhallaf, not just
مثلث.
Yep. So what is مثلث?
Ruler?
Try again. What else is the picture?
Triangle.
Yes.
Okay.
So مثلث means triangle, right? What about it makes, or the word itself, what might indicate that it's talking about a triangle or something with three sides?
Oh.
Oh,
Thalatha.
Yes. Can anyone guess what square is?
مربع.
Very close. مربع.
Don't laugh at me.
Very close.
You're laughing now.
And then of
Wait,
course,
how you
as
know
we
that?
go up through, like tons and tons of different kinds of shapes, there's mukhammas, musaddis, and all that.
Oh, because numbers? Yo. Yo.
Because there's more than 4 numbers. It's crazy.
I don't.
So, all right. Yusuf.
محراث. ما هذا؟ هذا محراث.
Okay.
What is that?
Mihrath. Trying to think about what it is. A combine, I think. The thing that a bull or something like that, or a horse, it'll have that thing attached, and then it will move
Like a
through the
scale?
field.
No, the plow.
Plow. There we go.
What's a
Mihrath.
plow?
It's a thing that was
Plow
so,
is-
so that it can like
For the field.
Oh, I got you now.
Yeah. So it can either be a plow or a combine, which is that thing. All right. This is not to be confused with mirath. Mirath means inheritance. Okay. Mihrath. Alrighty. Vel. Okay. What do we have here? Difa.
What? They.
No, it's not.
Oh, wait, they. ما هذا؟ هذا veil.
Okay. And what does veil mean?
Tail?
Yeah.
Tail?
Veil. Okay.
Veil.
Gotta be shoulder.
So you thought it was
All right. Nia.
أذن.
أذن.
ما هذه ما هذه أو ما هذه. What?
Read it.
I did it. Oh, ما هذه
I just like
هذه أذن.
Udhun. Good. So udhun is an ear, and udhun is for listening to the adhan.
Oh, crazy.
All right. Let's see. Bashir.
فخذ فخذ ما هذه فخذ.
So what is fakhid?
Is that a hammy?
Yeah, I
What
mean,
did you say?
it's a thigh. All right.
Hammies.
Yeah, hamstring has a different different word, but fakhid is thigh. So this is important. Okay, if you're ordering fried chicken and you want a thigh, you order fakhid. Okay.
So what if you want chicken breast?
If you want chicken breast, then you say jinah. No, not jinah. Jinah is wings. You would say sadr.
Sabr?
So sabr
Or
is
sadr. Sadr.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sadr.
Wait, sadr or sabr?
صدر.
صدر.
وافتح لي صدري. واشرح لي صدري. Right? صدر is the chest or one's breast. Does someone have like a little girl from like the 1800s in their house? What is that? Alrighty, let's see who's next. Alfita.
Dorf.
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 So the difference between a bod and a va, right, where it has the air is passing through, is the line. Dorf.
Dorf. ما هذا ظرف.
Dorf. Yes. All right, Isna.
محفظة. ما هذه؟ هذه محفظة.
All right, and this one is a double question.
Oh. محافظ. ما هذه؟ هذه محافظ.
Good. So ما معنى محفظة? ما معنى محفظة? What is the meaning of محفظة?
What? A place to keep money?
Coin purse. Card holder.
I heard it. What was it? Wallet. Yes. So محفظة, right? What word does it sound like?
حافظ.
حفظ يحفظ, right? Meaning to protect something. So what does a محفظة do?
Protect your money.
Protect your money. Yes. So right here we have the plural. محافظ. محفظة, محافظ.
What? Oh.
All right, تدريبات. So right here. Let me see if I should make this homework.
Hold on.
Wait, Sharif.
Yes.
So the mahafid, that's multiple wallets, right?
Yes, it's a plural.
Wouldn't it be haula'i?
So that's a great question. If we say هؤلاء محافظ, that would be referring to something that is عاقل, something that has intellect, right?
Okay.
So if referring to a group of something غير عاقل, that doesn't have intellect, the way that we would refer to it is in singular feminine. So you would say هذا كتاب. هذه كتب. We wouldn't say هؤلاء كتب, right? We would be referring to it as هذه كتب.
Okay.
So the same thing with محافظ. هذه محافظ. But if you were saying like حفاظ, for example, people who have memorized the Quran, or if we would say حافظات, women who had memorized the Quran, هؤلاء حافظات. Good question. Alrighty. So, since you guys all have the PDF, what I'd like for you to do is take these and okay. So, Thawr. Which letter are we hearing at the beginning? Yes. This works better on a whiteboard, but we gotta make it work. Okay. That. All right. Veil. Veil. Same. Okay. All right. Veil. What are we hearing?
The.
Good. Veil. I'm going to try to pull up the document on my phone too. Or I'll just. All right. Zarf.
The.
ضوء.
Correct. All right. مثلث.
ميم.
Okay. So what we've done so far is we've done oops. And then مثلث. Good. أذن. أذن.
ألف.
ألف وحمزة.
أذن. حمزة.
تمام. محفظة.
ميم.
محراث.
ميم.
Good. فخذ. Good. محافظ.
ميم.
Good. All right, so now we're going to take these words and we're going to circle what comes at the end of the word. Okay. Thawr.
Ra.
All right, let's pretend there's a ra. Okay. There we go. All right. Oh, did you look at that? Okay. So, veil. Veil. Lamb. Good. Okay, there's no lamb there either, so let's just pretend it's there. Okay. Zarf. Huh? ظرف. مثلث. أذن.
نون.
نون.
Oh,
Good. محفظة.
باء مربوطة.
محفظة or محفظة. So محفظ or محفظة. So that would mean there's a term مربوطة.
Oh,
مربوطة.
I got it right.
Wow.
Congrats.
Wow.
محراث.
فاء.
Beautiful. فخذ.
ذا.
Good. محافظ.
ضاد.
Beautiful. Awesome. So ضع الدائرة. ضع دائرة حول الرمز حركات القصيرة التي تسمعها في أول كلمة. ضع الدائرة. الدائرة هكذا. دائرة حول الرمز الحركة القصيرة التي تسمعها في أول الكلمة. Right. ثور. ثور. تسمع فتحة ضمة أو كسرة.
فتحة.
ثور. تمام. ذيل.
فتحة.
ظرف.
فتحة.
مثلث.
ضمة.
أذن.
ضمة.
محفظة.
كسرة.
Good. محراث.
كسرة.
فخذ.
فتحة.
Okay. محافظ. Okay, let's pretend that's a fatha right there. Beautiful. So right here, ضع دائرة حول الرمز الحركة الطويلة التي تسمعها في الكلمة. They didn't give any words like that. سرير.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like long hours.
كتاب.
ألف.
سور.
واو.
Wow, good job. All right. انطق الحروف الآتية مضبوطة بحركات التي فوقها أو تحتها. All right. So this we're getting into some EU 32 kind of stuff. So Daniel, let's go. You first.
Okay, what am I trying to do?
Read the letter with the harakat that's with it.
Ba. B.
What'd you call me? All right. This.
But.
Good.
Fa.
Yusuf?
فا هو في
ديفا
مثل مو ما
إسنا
و وما ثو
إبراهيم
تم مث ذو
نيا
وذو ما فاض.
okay. ألفيتا
She's
She
gone.
left. She had to leave early.
okay.
She's so
بوشر
sorry.
ذر دو دي
Fast
what
forward.
again
خرب ذر دو دي
ضي yeah. Sir. Alrighty. أنطق الكلمة معبرة عن صورة. So صورة with a صاد refers to a picture. Okay. معبرة means that refers to. Right. So يوسف ما هذا؟
هذا مثلث
اسمع ما هذه؟
هذا فخذ فخذ
ما هذه؟
أو هذه فخذ.
Good. ديفا ما هذا؟
هذا ديل.
تمام. نيا ما هذه؟
ما هذه؟ هذه أذن.
أذن. تمام. دانيال ما هذا؟
هذا ظرف.
ظرف. تمام. يوسف ما هذه؟
هذه محفظة.
جميل. أفيف ما هذه؟
هذه محافظ.
أحسنتم. يوسف ما هذه؟
هذه شمس.
إسنا ما هذا؟
هذا أنف.
إبراهيم ما هذا؟
هذا تمثال.
تمثال. أحسنت. نيا ما هذا؟
مكتب.
تمام. ديفا ما هذا؟
هذا مكتب.
ديفا ما هذا؟
هذا كتاب.
جميل جدا. أحسنتم. سأكمل كما في النموذج. هنا نرى قمر and القمر. شمس الشمس. تمام. So as we spoke about in tajweed, right? The حروف قمرية and حروف شمسية. Do you remember? All right. So the حروف الشمسية are the ones where there's a tashdid after الشمس. حروف قمرية القمر. We wouldn't say القمر, right? القمر. All right. So.
And how would you know to skip the lam?
So there is a rule within tajweed, kind of like a sentence where you can figure it out. But the easiest way to do it, sounds alhamdulillah, we read Quran and we hear Quran is do it just based on feel. All right. So what I say, so if I say like Rahman, do I say Al-Rahman or do I say Ar-Rahman?
Ar-Rahman.
Exactly. If I say Hatif, Hatif, would I say Ahtif or Ahatif, or would I say Al-Hatif? Exactly. All right. So here, what would we say? Al. Whoops. There we go. I don't have the letters on my keyboard, so I have to. All right. So we would say Ab-bint or Al-bint.
So both are correct?
No, which one would we say?
Oh.
Al-bint.
Good. There we go. Alrighty. Udhun. What will we say?
Al-udhun.
Good. Al-udhun. Here, what would we say?
Al-Kitab.
Good. Al-Kitab. Oops. Here. Good. Right.
Ad-dal.
Just to make that ultra clear. Ad-dal. Right. And Sariyah, what would we say?
As-sariyah.
Wow.
Good. But you see how it kind of it's easier to talk about it just based on the sound it makes, as opposed to having to memorize which letters are which. All right, what's this one?
Al-bar. Al-bar.
Ahsantum. There we go. All right, so for Qamariya letters, we would say Ash-sham or Al-Qamar, Al-Bayjuri, Al-Bayan. And then for the Shamsiya, Al-Ta'rif, Al-Dalu, Al-Sarir, Al-Dharf, Al-Shams, so on and so forth. Beautiful. Alrighty, so that's what we have for today.